Hey, it's Rick here, and I want to wish you all a very happy holiday season. I cannot believe time has gone by so quickly, but yet here we are. And in tradition with this channel, I wanted to provide to you my 2019 top gift-giving ideas of the season. Have a look. So virtual reality is at the top of my list this year, and it's the Oculus Quest. Now, yes, I have a PlayStation VR, but the Quest is a standalone virtual reality system. Everything you need to get going is inside of the box here. There's no wires, there's no computer required. You can buy this set and be done with it. And I'm telling you, just watch people as they put the headset on and either play games or do other things. Like you can listen to music, you can go into a virtual movie theater, you can watch YouTube. So it's not just about games, it's about experiences. And what you're looking at here is one of the showcase games, in my opinion. It's called Vader Immortal. You know, if you think back to the Nintendo Switch when it first came out and everybody was calling it the Zelda machine because Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was the system seller, Vader Immortal is the system seller here. And right now, through the holidays, if you buy an Oculus Quest, they're going to give you all 3 chapters of Vader Immortal for free. So, I mean, this game is amazing. And if you're a Star Wars fan, it's going to blow you away. I mean, as you see here, there's stormtroopers, there's Darth Vader, there's lightsaber action, there's a lightsaber dojo, there's this crazy immersion of just walking around your play space, climbing up things, and feeling like you're hundreds of feet up in the air. It's insane. So Vader Immortal is definitely one to check out. What you're looking at now is called Richie's Plank Experience. It's not so much a game as it's something meant to really trip people out. You kind of walk out on this plank, and believe me when I say if you've never experienced VR before, I can show you these videos, I can talk about it. You won't get it till you actually try it yourself. When you get on this plank, you think you're way up there, and it's scary. And to watch people, it's pretty funny. Beat Saber, we've all heard about it, and yep, it's on the Quest, so that's another top seller here. And then we also have something called Space Pirate, and this is pretty fun. You've got these 2 guns, you can swap them out for other guns, you can swap them out for shields, and it's really more of an arcadey style of game, but Immersion is the name of the game with the Quest, so check that one out. Now, moving on to the Nintendo Switch, let's talk about Pokemon Shield and Pokemon Sword. Now, I have Shield, and that's what you're looking at here. You know, this isn't just for kids. So this is a good role-playing game. It's got storyline to it. It's got customization of your characters to it. And it's got everything that you would expect within a Pokemon game. And sure, there's been a lot of complaints about this not being as unique as it should be and not enough Pokemon in the game. At the end of the day, my question is it fun? Yes, it is. And there's a lot of fun to be had in this Pokemon game. And Sword and Shield, you can't go wrong with either one of them for anyone in your family. So you're going to have all the typical things, such as the battling, the capturing of Pokemon. You're going to have the role-playing elements of it. You're going to have other things such as online trading and online battles. There's new modes to it, such as what they call Dynamax battles with these giant super-powered Pokemon. You're going to fight other people as well. And there's stadium battles, as you see here. So Pokemon Sword and Shield is a really good one and definitely worth looking into. Now, Luigi's Mansion 3, I have a soft spot for this one because I was always a fan of the original Luigi Mansion. And Luigi's Mansion 3 is stunning. It's one of the best-looking games on the Nintendo Switch, in my opinion. And it's got elements of puzzles, so you really got to, in some areas, think about what you're going to do here. Puzzle elements to progress in the storyline. And then as you go through it, it's got these kind of cinematic, somewhat spooky, but definitely family-friendly elements to it that make the game a lot of fun. And you're trying to rescue your friends, basically. And part of it reminds me of Ghostbusters, as you see here, as you're going to capture some of the ghosts. And as you go along the way, you'll be able to level up and do different things and get different items and whatnot. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a typical Nintendo game, and it's one of the better looking ones on the Switch. So that's Luigi's Mansion 3, and it's definitely at the top of my list. It's one that I've been really kind of involved in for quite some time. let's now turn our attention to the Xbox, because Sea of Thieves, this is a game that came out, and when it first came out, there wasn't a lot to it. Now we've got an adventure mode, we've got a arena mode, but what I want to talk about is the adventure mode. There is so much to this game, and I'm not even going to show you everything here in these kind of video captures that I've done, but you can adventure, you can choose what type of a ship you want to be on. Certainly you can play it by yourself if you're playing on one of the smaller ships known as a sloop, but there's a lot of fun to be had if you join up with others and play. And pretty much if you can think it in a pirate world, you can do it. You're going to go travel to islands, you're going to encounter skeletons, you're going to have to fight them, swords, pistols, you're going to find treasure on the island that's either going to be sitting there, or you're going to have to look at treasure maps and solve riddles and puzzles and curses, dig up treasures, things like that. Find rowboats, attach them to your boat so that if your boat sinks and you have treasure, you can still basically take that with you and turn it in for money. All in the effort of getting to what's known as a pirate legend, where you gain access to a secret lair. And as you look at the map here, there's so much to explore, tons and tons of islands. And again, you're going to get quests along the way. Now, this is an online game, so it is something that is played online. And while you can play it single player, you always got to be on the lookout for other players. And you see one right there, and you don't know, are they going to be friend or foe? Or are they going to tell you they're a friend and they're going to try to rob you of your loot? So, but there's so much to this game. Sunken ships that you can go down and you can see what kind of loot was left behind there and turn them in. Gems and skulls and cursed skulls and different types of treasure. And then as you go through, you're going to be exposed to other elements: daytime, nighttime, storms, lightning, fire. You'll trade in items which are going to give you doubloons and coins that you'll then be able to purchase new clothing, new weapons, other things with. There's erupting volcanoes. There's skeleton ships ranging from small ones to big ones that you can engage in battle with. Again, if someone in your family is really into pirates and they've got an Xbox, check this one out, because it's kind of the gift that keeps on giving, because they keep releasing free content for it all the time. And as you see here, if your ship takes damage, you're going to have to fix it. You're going to have to repair the hull. You're going to have to repair the wheels, the sails. You're going to have to bucket out water. And you have to be aware of other elements. There's sharks in the water that can eat you. There's giant, what they call megalodons, that are going to chase after your ship, and they might do damage to it, like you see right here. And if you're not careful, you're going to get knocked off the ship when they bite your ship and put a ton of holes in it. And you got to rush back and try to repair your ship before it sinks. So there is just so much to this. Collecting loot, collecting skulls, solving riddles, solving puzzles, getting new weapons, all kinds of things. And it's just a lot of fun, and it's really come into its own from the first time that it released. I want to say just over a year ago. And there's just so much more to come. So that's Sea of Thieves, and it definitely won at the top of my list. Now, the next one, I'm going to show you very little because I don't want to spoil anything. It's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now, this is on PlayStation, it's on Xbox, it's on PC. And again, I'm not going to show you all of the screen grabs here because I want to keep it kind of spoiler free. But if you're a Star Wars fan, this is an outstanding game. It's a great single player experience with a strong storyline. If you're a fan of Star Wars, you're going to notice a lot of things within the universe, stormtroopers and all kinds of stuff like that, all the ships that you're familiar with. But it is a great story, and it's kind of like a cross between a Tomb Raider mixed in with a Dark Souls, mixed in with a bit of a Metroidvania, and there's other elements to it. So you have skill trees that you can level up in different areas, from your lightsaber to the Force to other areas. You can customize your lightsaber. You can customize your clothing. There's so much to it. So that's one worth looking into. Now, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is another one. Now, we always hear about the Call of Duty series every single year, but this is one of the better ones. And of course, there's multiplayer. You've got many multiplayer modes to it. What I'm showing you here is the single player campaign, and it's quite riveting. I haven't completed it myself, but there are many different elements to this. The storyline so far that I've gone through is kind of split between two different storylines, but as you'll see here, it's going to flip between some first person to kind of assist mode, like right here where you've seen this kind of strike coming in, and now you're going to control the strike. So some of the footage here looks really photorealistic, and it's pretty crazy. But it's almost like two games in one, because like I say, you've got the storyline here, but then aside from the storyline, you've got a whole nother layer of gameplay and multiplayer that gives you the capability to level up characters, gain new abilities, customize your weapons, and just really have a good time with it. So single player, multiplayer, it's definitely more of a mature title. But I will say, as far as Call of Duty titles go, this is one of the best in recent years that I would say. And as you see in the footage here, really photorealistic too. It's quite incredible. Now, Destiny 2. Yes, Destiny 2. This is on PC, and it's on PlayStation, and it's on Xbox. And this is one that I've played since the very early days. And this is another title that has really come into its own. And like Call of Duty, it's going to have your multiplayer modes to it as well as your single player modes. And this is one of those titles that you can just keep on playing. Sure, you might finish the storyline, but the multiplayer, there's always special events going on. There's special tournaments and things like that that will take place for competitive modes. And so it allows you to really sharpen your skill, sharpen your game, get new weapons, get new customizations, and it's one that I always go back to. I mean, Destiny 2 is one of the games that is always being played by myself, and I think that anyone who's into a first-person shooter should check it out. So when we talk about technology gifts, I got to talk about the Rode Wireless Go. This is incredibly small wireless microphone system. You can clip it on to pretty much anything. And the nice thing about this is it has its own built-in mic, but if you don't want to use the built-in mic, it has the capability to plug in a lavalier or any type of a mic that fits the input jack. And the beginning and the end of this video where you see me on camera was recorded with this, so you get an idea of the sound quality. In my home, Wi-Fi is a big deal, and I am a big fan of the Amplify HD system. And so what I recommend is the Amplify HD Gamers Edition, the new Amplify Alien system, which is Wi-Fi 6 capable, is something that just released. I don't have it yet. Stay tuned for my channel, but if you're looking for a good Wi-Fi mesh kit, this is the one. And then finally, the Rodecaster Pro. This is for podcasters. For anyone who's doing any type of voiceover work, you're going to have to plug in your own microphones to this, but this is what I'm recording this voiceover with. It is the Rodecaster Pro, and it's everything that you need to podcast, to record voiceovers, to even do video game streams, and it's quite incredible. So what'd you guys think? Are any of these items on your list, either for yourself or maybe for somebody you're giving it to? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe for even more content. Again, happy holidays, everyone, and I'll see you real soon.